Good afternoon. I'm very delighted to have this kind of wonderful chance of a presentation of our project. Our project is called the Pivot-TR System, a novel catheter-based valve therapeutic tricuspid regurgitation devices. So let me introduce to you our company, Tau Medical. It has been established 10 years ago. We have focused on developing minimally invasive cardiology device for structural heart disease, primarily the tricuspid valve and mitral valve disease. So our target is tricuspid regurgitation. The prevalence of tricuspid regurgitation is almost double as compared with the aortic stenosis, which means the market potential is very huge. So having said that, a lot of devices have been developed, but there are only a few devices are commercially available. And our device is classified into the spacer that actually featured to block the regurgitant orifice by a blocking body. So this is the Pivot-TR in human heart. As you can see, the vertical space is traversing the tricuspid valve. And as you can see, there is no any invasive anchor system here. It's just designed to lean on the target site by using the 19 shaped C curve and the spiral anchor in inferior vena cava. We have two products. The first one is a pivot bridge. That is for short-term implantations. And the other one is a pivot extended. This is for a permanent implantation. So the mechanism is the same thing. However, the structure is a little bit different. The pivot bridge has open cavity structure, while the pivot extend has the closed spacer system. This is how the Pivot-TR works in human heart. In our clinical trial, all the patients they had at least 1 grade TR reductions without any adverse outcome. So this left side is 1 grade reduction. Middle shows that there are 2 grade reduction. The right panel shows the 3 grade reduction of the TR. So regarding the TR reducing efficacy, I think we can tell the Pivot-TR can reduce almost half of the TR in almost all cases. I think that this data is very comparable to other TR repair devices such as the Triclip or Pascal, given the reported data. So as I mentioned, we already completed the early feasibility study in Korea in last year, and we are now moving on the pivotal clinical trial in Korea, which is scheduled for in May of this year. And in parallel with that, we also got the approval of the compassionate use in Europe. With the pivot extended system, that is the permanent implantation. So we are expected to, first in-man trial may be expected to be done in a couple of months. So here you might have wondered, in your mind, you might have some questions of why do you need a spacer for TR? So you need to know that many patients do not qualify transcatheter device because the TR has a lot of the wide spectrum in its pathologic chain. So if the gap has larger than the 7 millimeters, the triclip may not work here. And if the annulus is too big, annuloplasty doesn't work at all. And also the Evoke system also has some limitation of the annular size. So there are a lot of, also almost all devices are subject to the challenge of sophisticated imaging guidance. The tricuspid regurgitation is not a good place to get a good imaging guidance. So this slide shows how the Pivot-TR process is done. The guide that is actually simulated with the real human cases. The wire goes up to a pulmonary tree. So the device goes brought up along the wire, and all you need to do is just unsheath the system. Then the mesh is automatically expand at its target site. And if you further unsheath the system, the spiral anchor will be released, and then the device is on the target site. So you may agree with that this device procedure is relatively easy and simple, straightforward. And also in the study group, more than half of the patients had some anatomical abnormalities, such as a large gap that actually is not eligible to the clip, and the other half has the large annulus that are not eligible for the evoke system. And also regarding the inferior vena cava size, the heterotopic valve system is not eligible for this kind of thing. However, all these patients got some pivot TR procedure successfully and without any serious effect and with good result outcome. So in this clinical trial, we were able to demonstrate that our pivot TR system is less dependent on morphological criteria of TR. So number two, you might have in your mind, why do you need a pivot TR among other spacers? As you can see in this slide, you can retrieve the device by catheter work, or if the patient got some surgery, the manual retrieval at time of surgery is possible. So retrieval is very easy in this system. And also in pivot extender system, you can control the spacer size by just adjusting the injection of the saline, so that you until you have some satisfactory the result guided by imaging guidance, you can control the spacer size. So this kind of a feature actually make a difference among the other spaces. And the number 3 you might have is, why do you need a short-term TR treatment before people breathe? As I already mentioned, we have some short-term implantation device as well as a permanent device. So in the management of the TR-associated heart failure patients, the patient often goes through their acute decompensated RV failure phase, in which in this time, patients actually need to get hospitalized and need a lot of intensive medical treatment. However, as the disease got worse, the drug doesn't work at all, so-called the medical refractory heart failure. In this time of stage, you need something more than the drug. And also, there is some concept of prehabilitation, which is to stabilize the patient prior to sending them to the surgery or other transcatheter intervention. So this kind of the concept actually need some kind of a short-term TR treatment on top of the medical treatment. So in our clinical trial, we actually saw that most of the patients got some clinical stabilization even in this kind of short-term implantations by showing some symptom improvement or further body weight loss or improvement of renal function. In addition to that, the right ventricle volume was reduced by almost 8%. And also tricuspid annular area size was reduced by 14%. So I would say this is the only device to induce the acute stabilization to bad pathophysiology associated with TR. So in summary, I would say that we have the two systems. The one is a pivot bridge, the other one is a pivot extend. This is for permanent implantations. So pivot bridge already have performed the early clinical trial. And this is maybe the intended use maybe for stabilizing clinical and anatomical condition prior to having this kind of the destinated therapy. And right panel shows our clinical study plan of a pivot TR system. So in order to carry out this kind of our wonderful project, what we want here is a strategic partner of US or Europe to get into US and EU approval and commercializations. Thank you for your attention.